Natural hair don't care. You guys have probably always wondered what my hair looks like when it's dried. It looks like this. This is why I don't keep long hair very often. Because I feel like flipping Hermione Granger in the first Hermione Granger movies. What? That's not... I wish. I would love to see Harry Potter from Hermione's point of view. That would just give me life. Anyway, hey guys, I'm here with a book video. I do those mostly. I feel like I need to tell myself that, because I do book videos probably mostly. I realize that I have like 100 and something videos, which is crazy, because I've only been on this channel since August, but I guess because I did Bookmas, and that was a lot of videos, and I just like put out a lot of content. That's fine, you know, whatever. I'm in a weird mood today. My hair looks crazy. That's not the point. We're gonna review some books, meaning I'm gonna review some books. Before we do that, I want to shout some people out. Shout, shout, shout! I love giving the love. I think it's very important to do that. It's just, I don't know, it creates good karma, it's just good for the community. I love the booktube community, and honestly, if I like somebody, I want people to know about them. And I want them to have more people watch them, and this community can grow, and we can become more equals, and everybody can hang out together. There's millions and millions of people in the world, and why not subscribe to more people that are really awesome? So I'm gonna say go subscribe to Virginia Woolf, not the author, but the booktuber. I mentioned her in my super weird TMI video. But yeah, everyone go watch her. She's super funny. If you like me, you're gonna like her, I think. Also, Books for Days, Ashley, she just came back from a pretty long hiatus. She's also very cool. Another quick thing that I have a question for y'all before we get started. So much admin. It's just something people say, apparently. I am about to leave, well, in like 2.5 weeks, I'm about to go work as a camp counselor for 8 weeks in a beautiful part of New York, and I'm really excited. But I can't film videos, so I'm going to pre-record a ton of videos the next few weeks, and I would love suggestions of video ideas, tag videos that I should do, or just videos you want to see that I can pre-record. They can be book recommendations, they can be music, a song you want me to cover, anything. I really would love those. I need video ideas for the time that I'm going to be away. I think I'm going to upload once a week through that 8 weeks, so just let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know. Okay, let's do this. Let's talk about some books. The first book I want to talk about is the 2 YA books that I've read recently. I've read 4 books recently. I'm almost done with Anne of Green Gables, but I'm going to talk about these. Anyway. So the first book I read was a book that lovely Sarah gave me from Sarah Actually Reads, my love. Sarah and Emily really are like the best humans. Like, you might watch them and be like, are they actually the best humans? They really are the best humans, and they're wonderful people. But I read Miss Mayhem by Rachel Hawkins, the sequel to Rebel Belle. I have loved Rachel Hawkins since I was like freshman in high school, since I was 14 years old. She's such a funny writer. She reminds me a lot of Meg Cabot, the Princess Diaries series. She has such a lot of wit. Her characters are very authentic and sassy, and they feel like real teenage girls who don't have it figured out but think they have it figured out, and they're just wonderful. And Harper Price of this series is my favorite. I'm not gonna spoil what happens in this book, because if you haven't read Rebel Belle, that kind of spoils things, but I will say that this is a really fun sequel. I really, really liked it. I gave it 5 stars because I love Harper Price, and Harper Price does it for me. I think Harper Price, I connect with Harper Price because I was a lot like Harper Price in high school. I wasn't as, like, debutante balls and stuff, but I grew up in the South. I grew up in an area that's very academic. I went to high school that was very academically challenging and very competitive, and I just find that Harper and I connect. And I was president in a lot of things and did a lot of like stuff like that, and I just love this series, and it's so fun and light. If you want to read a fun light series, if you're looking for something to break up maybe a little life, which literally sounds like emotional terrorism. I don't think I could do that book. I know it's probably amazing, but I just don't think I could do it. Anyway, this is just a really fun series, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a little bit less exciting than Rebel Belle, and I think it was really a setup book. It was so short. It was really a setup book. I also read another sequel, a sequel that gravely disappointed me, and that was The Wicked Will Rise by Daniel Page, the sequel to Dorothy Must Die. Also very short. What is up with these short sequels, YA writers? I really liked Dorothy Must Die. I thought it was kick-ass. It's about Oz, Oz from The Wizard of Oz, and Oz has been turned on its head. All the things that were good are now evil, all the things that are evil are now good. And you have this girl Amy, who is from a very poor background, living in Kansas, and she gets taken to Oz, and she has to kill Dorothy with the help of this secret order of wicked witches, because Dorothy has gone batshit. And it is such a fun book. The first book is meaty and fun and exciting. It's just fun. It is. There's nothing really deep happens. There's not a lot of emotional stress. It's just a fun book. And I was hoping that I would get that in The Wicked Will Rise, but I didn't. It was incredibly blah. Amy was cool. Amy wrestled with some dark things. What I love about the series is the world building. I think Oz is such a fascinating place. Tin Man is one of my favorite miniseries, but I don't think it was as interesting. It definitely took you to different places in Oz, places that you might not know about, but I just didn't find it that interesting. I thought it was a little slow, personally, and I don't know. I didn't really like it that much. It was a 3-star book because I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. Probably 2.5, 3 stars, although I hate star ratings. Whatever. Okay, the next 2 books I really love, so yay! The first book is a book that Emily gave me. It's a nonfiction memoir. It's called Is It Just Me by Miranda Hart. This is a memoir / funny lady book. Miranda Hart is a British comedian, and this book explores topics like dating, hobbies, work. I really loved it. It had a similar sort of format as Not That Kind of Girl, which, interestingly enough, I learned is my highest viewed video, is my review of that. But I loved it. It was completely charming. I think the reason why it was charming is Miranda Hart is someone who was really normal for a very long time. Very normal. Like, came from a normal middle-class background, had normal jobs in an office, was just a normal gal until she made it big as a comedian, and it was very inspiring. It was sweet. It was really relatable. It was hashtag relatable. This is what this book is, hashtag relatable. If you're looking for something that is lighter than, I say, Catelyn Moran, but with a similar sort of comedic style, I think this is a great option, honestly. Next, I don't want to pull it out. I can pull it out. I'll pull it out for y'all, just because I love y'all. Call the Midwife. Ooh, Call the Midwife by Jennifer Worth. And Memoir of Birth, Joy, and Hard Times. This has become one of my favorite books. I loved this. I read this at the beach. It was completely delightful and terrifying. It is a memoir of Jennifer Worth. Jennifer was a midwife working in a convent is not what you say. A convent. I forgot how to say convent for a second. In a sort of poorer area of London in the 1950s. That's all I can say. It goes through stories about different deliveries she's gone through and pregnancies, and the nuns and the women she worked with, and it's beautiful and amazing, and it just blows me away, the power of women and the power of the female body. It gets a little bit grody at times, so you're reading very real descriptions about lady business stuff, which is fine. It didn't really bother me that much. It kind of did, because it's kind of like, oh, but it didn't bother me enough to, like, ruin the experience. But overall, her style was really rich and warm and felt like a hug, and I really recommend this book. I honestly do. I'm very passionate about Call the Midwife. I had a lot of moments going, that's really cool. I'm a bit of a history person. I like history, so reading this was just a really fun time and a beautiful time and an inspiring time, and I think I'm going to pick up her other books in this series situation. So those are the books I've read recently. I hope you enjoyed this. What books have you been recently? And remember, tell me video ideas. Tell me video ideas that I can pre-film. Anyway, have a wonderful day. Bye!